Hello everybody, welcome to the Chinese Grand Prix at Shanghai. Oscar Piastri on pole, then Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc is lining up in fourth behind Liam Lawson, who has had a great quali, but Max Verstappen is down in 11th. So what can Red Bull do with the number 2 driver? He's challenging Norris going down to turn 1, but Leclerc is challenging Lawson though, and Leclerc wants to have a look past that Red Bull. Can't make it through yet, but no, Leclerc takes advantage there and does go through. Lawson a little bit hesitant in the middle of the turn, and Leclerc takes full advantage of that with his far more superior experience of running at the front in Grand Prix. Behind Lawson is George Russell. He's already got ahead of Kimiantonelli. Then it's Sainz, Alonso, Lewis Hamilton. Nowhere near his teammate this weekend, unfortunately, down in 9th, and Max Verstappen has dropped all the way from 11th to 15th. So what has been a difficult weekend for Max Verstappen already has got far, far worse, and his likelihood of picking up any points now has really seriously gone down. As Liam Lawson, his teammate, is running in 4th, it's even more disappointing for Max. What a poor weekend, and he struggled a bit in Australia, but at least he beat his teammate there. Look, Norris now having a go at Oscar Piastri. The destiny of the World Championship may well be different to Max Verstappen this year, but Piastri is trying to defend Lando Norris. It's Piastri who wants to claim the win here. Norris will try to fend off Leclerc. Leclerc, who won in Melbourne and will be determined to try to get that second win, and he can see it potentially being possible here. George Russell has Kimiantonelli to try to hold off, and Alonso there having a look at Sainz as well. But here we go, let's see how they go going down into the hairpin. Norris will have a look at Piastri. I think that was more potentially a defensive move to try to stop Charles Leclerc getting through. So does that mean that McLaren have already decided who is winning the race? Well, we'll have to see, but it's going to take something special from Charles Leclerc to break that McLaren 1-2 if they're working as a team. Well, Leclerc's going to try to break that teamwork up here. He is coming for another look, but Lando Norris again closes the door, and there's not much that Leclerc can do at the moment. He doesn't have the overspeed that he had over Liam Lawson there, and McLaren at the moment still running 1-2. They had a reasonable performance in Melbourne, didn't they? But they did get outclassed by Ferrari, who did manage to get both cars on the podium there. Not the same here. They're not as strong this weekend, but they're strong enough to challenge, and Leclerc is having a really strong look at Lando Norris right now. And can Leclerc get through? Norris has the inside line here, and he's going to keep it. Leclerc now goes for the inside line, but Lando left a little bit of gap for Leclerc to have a look, but he soon closed it off. I think he realised his mistake, but again he's left the inside open, but the inside becomes the outside as they come around here, and Lando is therefore able to fend the Ferrari off, and we've only got half a lap to go. What can Leclerc do? Norris might have a look of his own here at Oscar Piastri, who still leads the race at the moment, and George Russell behind is having a look at Liam Lawson. He wants to try to make that move to get through into 4th place, and yes, he's done it. So George Russell is through into 4th. So he needs a good result because, of course, Australia ended up with that highly dramatic crash, and he could do with getting some points on the board. Hamilton still down in 9th, has not been able to progress, unlike his teammate. But here we see the 2 McLarens closing in towards the checkered flag. Final hairpin, and Norris having a final look, but they actually touch a little bit, and Norris was lucky not to lose his front wing there. Piastri isn't giving this up for anybody, not even his teammate. It's a clean start this year, and Piastri sees no need to let Lando Norris through. Lando is coming alongside him, but Oscar Piastri takes the win, and Piastri then wins the Chinese Grand Prix. It's Lando Norris in 2nd place, Charles Leclerc 3rd, George Russell, he takes 4th for Mercedes. Liam Lawson, a pretty good performance from him in a weekend that was a nightmare for his teammate. Liam Lawson finishes 5th, Kimiantonelli 6th place, so repeating his Melbourne result. Fernando Alonso in 7th, getting Aston Martin's first points of the season. And then you have Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, disappointing weekend for him when you compare him with his teammate, and Alex Albon 10th, so double points for Williams. Here is the World Championship. Oscar Piastri 3 ahead of Leclerc. And, well, all I can say now is thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and it really helps the channel out. And take care, guys, and I will see you soon. All the best.